Yeah, Trollina, a far better late game combo than... I guess we haven't technically seen like a 6-slotted Windrunner yet, but we'll see.
Who's that? That's Jakiro. Wind Ranger, speaking of her, goes in, but Ramses does as well. Pops a BKB on Lena, actually. And trying to assist. They caught Slog in that. He's silenced up. Not going to be back to the Laguna Blade. Just run away that blade mill. You're right with the call. Actually kills himself in the end. The Aegis bring it back up. Can VP save him? Cryptic Guard applied 2x. No more blade mill to use, though. Yields in the air on a troll. And he'll be fine. So Axe is dead for 67 seconds. No buyback. Jakiro, the same story. A little oh, that's an RP on a solo Leshrac. Pasha, he's not going to take the pony with him. And Naked Shackle shot it. That's kind of awkward, actually. Pasha's in trouble.
Brought the Shackle with him, just no one else.
Yeah, Dendy, though, running in and popped the BKB, but all of a sudden having to run out, realizing that wasn't going to work. Does have that Invis wind run, but I'll call it what it was. That was a sloppy fight by both teams, really.
But still, for VP, obviously, they do about 70% of that tier 3 tower and get 2 kills, and guess what? They can just wait for Roche again. They have the Roche taking team. They have the map control. They just need a couple more wards before it spawns, and they're fine. You see the Satanic being queued up for Troll.
Because why not?
Yep. Well, versus the Blade Mill, right? If you get that, you know, at least you're doing that. And you saw the Blade Mill worked. It killed that Aegis so quickly.
Yeah, Axe proven to be a very, very good pick, especially now with that Blade Mill. That's that is going to be the chance that Navi has. It goes back to, as we mentioned earlier.
Love that ward. So hard to counter, but it sees the whole tier 3 tower if someone's leaving there to go from the jungle or something.
Leshrac with that Aeon disc. So
this is it again, right? Like, top lane is pushed in favor of VP, and VP's probably like, why is no one out there pushing top tower? They're probably smoked up or something. And yeah, you see they're laughing. And that's one of those obvious smokes. We saw one last game too. It's just hard.
You gotta do something while you're sitting in your base.
Yeah.
Waiting for that smoking to eventually reveal itself. Bottom lane, Nature's Prophet TP'd over there, trying to push it out, but now Navi's like, finally we see somebody. And they're gonna go kill Nature's Prophet. So they'll take the free kill. As there's the Coaling Blade to finish. So NP. I feel like we're just saying the same thing now about that, so I won't. Top lane, though, is being pushed in by the creep wave. Jakiro will port up there, though, and look to push it out, but meanwhile, you see Troll and others moving through that dire jungle towards the top lane if Jakiro sticks around. And maybe Ramses blink. Yeah, he's dead. He basically walks into him. Unless, actually, with the ice path, looks like he's good. Never mind.
Yeah, does he get away? That ward scouts it all, right?
Slark found Roger, pounce. He's leashed up. Here comes Lil. They're going to get the Slaughter.
Yep, they want more. Can they find one? It looks like Chris Floyd's might even gets drummed up. It'd be tough, but...
What? We got no one right there. Great pounce on in, forced to use the BKB and run. General, though, he's hunting as well. They're all coming for him, including Teddy. That's a gem drop. On top of that, an Axe will gladly pick that up right now.
I believe Dendy has the gem too. That's why he saw.
I was gonna say, it's like, okay, so not necessarily a blind pounce.
Still a nice angle. Now they lose the gem, so they get both gems up, and this is a perfect time because Roche could be up at any time. They don't know that, but it's gonna be up in about 5 seconds here. We see, and now they're gonna get a tier 2, and they might go check Roche. This could be tier 2 into Roche. That'd be so nice for them. Or they could just go base.
I was gonna say,
force the buyback
option.
Force the buyback here.
Bottom lane, Leshrac. He's falling back, though, and yeah, the Radiant team, they have to react to this in some sense.
Yes, though.
Pasha's running back, so I don't know if he doesn't have a TP or not.
You see, they just don't have the best tower taking. Obviously, the liquid fire is nice and crystallized. He's getting more items, but it's still pretty slow. They will get it, though, possibly.
Liquid fire.
It'll be just not enough.
Will they deny it?
One more liquid fire. I don't think they'll deny it because of Roche. There it is. Aghanim's up.
Just delivered. Pasha looking for a play. Well, skewer in Jakiro, so one free kill there, and they do keep the tier 3 alive, actually. Good play from Virtus Pro, and I don't think Navi is pushing anymore. 13 more seconds for Lena to resurrect, so no buybacks used from Virtus Pro, and with Roshan still up,
你看这个现在单杀的这个钱，小鱼人单杀一个经济几乎垫底的，对吧？只要是单杀，它就是很值钱，600多块，600块。
Because you're versus a Slark who can just run around and find you, as well as an Axe who, if you get caught by either of those two, you're just going to die. But it doesn't feel like VP really wants to group up as 5 yet, which is kind of what they have to do now, it feels like.
Even with all of the Roshan components, exactly. It's not the easiest, freest game by any means.
On this decent D-push, obviously, with the buff to power shot, as well as the lightning spam from Lesh.
I don't know if you're very familiar with Slark. Again, a core we really don't see often, but I would be curious to see his level 25 challenge, especially what he may potentially be getting. But anyways, a tier 3 tower going down middle lane, so Virtus Pro does come back to finish it. And it's going to kind of reset here, but they have an Aegis on Troll. So wouldn't be surprised if VP looks to stick around. Slark, he has now TP'd back as well. And Navi is ready to fight, but Virtus Pro actually will spread out. And again, kind of choke them out, farm in the jungle, and fall back. Just a matter, there has to be some item that they're potentially waiting on.
I mean, I don't think they're waiting for it, but Solo going for a sheep almost has the Mystic staff. That's going to be nice. We've seen him get it before, and they're going to get that shrine?
Ooh.
Oh, the call, he missed 2 of them.
Pop it as well. Well played by Solo.
That sucks too, if General somehow got them all, because those regen now, so yeah, it would have been nice to save it, but that one little guy ends up taking it.
Yeah, those Trance doing the work, and meanwhile, bottom lane, Battle Trance, they're just gonna, no, Battle Trance not even used, just simply the fervor stacks.
And that's the thing, right? They saw 3 people defended the shrine, so guess where they're not? Bottom. But just always knowing where your opponents are on the map.
They're moving over. Solo, though, he's right to the top lane. Again, this is a main support that's causing that distraction. They catch Troll, though. Remember, he has an Aegis. Looks like a Lotus Orb maybe up, but no, he's going to explode. But the Aegis pop, and they still have plenty of fight back. Pacha's got an RP as well. Possibly could be, as soon as he comes back up, the Ice Path not going to end as a result. The Empower's applied. But as Slark's like, I want this guy.
But look at, they got him.
Going for Troll. They got him. Yep. Troll's in trouble. Gets a bash proc off the bat, but that's close to the blade mail, and he's going to end up killing himself or helping to kill himself. That's 900 gold almost going the way of Dendy as a result. Roger's now going to get caught too.
Oh, sweet redemption. Little versus Roger. He gets it.
Double kill for Dendy. Navi, huge opening. 85 seconds for Troll. Has a buyback, of course, but yeah, you see Dendy definitely spiking up there himself. 3,200 gold, I believe, saved up as well. But VP, again, it's the case of, are they, even that push right there was really just Troll up there. They weren't necessarily, was that really just more well played by Navi, you think, as far as the defense goes?
Yeah, and I think they just were overly aggressive. They didn't realize how much damage Crystallize actually does. You see with only 5 stacks, he's still doing about 300 a hit right there. And just get 1 stun onto him, it's going to be an easy kill.
Good old Solo, though. The 5 support is meteor hammering the top tier 3, and that's going to get at least some reaction out of Navi. There's the Orchid Silence, puts the Sprout up, bottom tier 3, back down here. Axe has already jumped in. Pacha's got the RP. He's going to pull Axe with it, actually, all the way to the fountain. The forest staff in. What teamwork here. Virtus Pro. Will it even kill him, though? It doesn't look like it. As clever and flashy as that was, it doesn't really work in the end. Nature's Prophet was picked off at the top lane, meanwhile, as he buys back right there. And so now they don't have an RP, and Pacha is going to get caught. Great Jackal initially. Ice Path Macropire. He's just burning on down. He buys back immediately. Play no active from Axe.
Just go for a straight up team fight still. We just haven't seen the big RPs yet. He goes for, you know, Whirling Axe's cooldown. Very good versus Slark.
There we go. The 120-second Essence Shift cool, duration even.
I think everyone just gets that.
Yeah.
Plus 1 second Shadow Dance. Right. Just doesn't feel that much. 2 minutes long, though. That's a lot of stats.
Yeah, 2 minutes compared to 1 second. There's something about that.
That's just a full like level 25 death you're just going through if you like kill Slark.
VP, yeah, kind of showing that they're smoked up here middle lane of swords, but Axe Sitting on the uphill. They get exposed. Will they go for a random jump? Sardar, he tries to get in there to get a silence up, but, oh, geez, Ramsey's going in. This is just one after the other. Backdoor doesn't really matter. RP hits somebody off to the side. No, he's going to be used up, though. That was on Sark. However, he's pouncing in now, so the RP guy not necessarily the greatest. Mute is up. Active on the nullify. Roger jumps in, though, with the sprout block on top of that. BKB popped by Ramsey. He's going for the man fight. There's an RP from Pacha once again with the rough front spin. Ramsey's still alive. The Evasion's kicking in, but no, finally goes down. So does Sark. No, Sark is actually still alive. He pounces out. He's still good. They killed the Lesh Rack. He popped back immediately. Pacha knows he's pretty much dead. Skewers one guy backwards to try to survive, but that was a kill on Ramses.
That was a dieback as well on Pacha. And
a dieback.
Solo, he's doing what he can. They do get the ranged racks middle, but they know Pacha has nothing now, and they got to take the fight. Man, now you see the nullify right. Troll can't get the BKB off until it wears off. He has like 400 HP. He starts the fight, and there's just, it's not like Pacha's playing poorly. There's just no chances to get these RPs off because General is always waiting the back lines.
Yeah.
General is pretty much countering Pacha as well as Troll by himself.
Double RP still wasn't able to really win that fight for Virtus Pro. In fact, not only not win that fight, but Navi, great defense, is going to turn into a great push for themselves. That's the idea. At least they do get Nature's Prophet off the bat, the quick dunk. They get a buyback out of Troll. Now does Navi retreat? It looks like, I mean, it's 5 versus 3, so...
Dyer's ban. Radiant.
And the damage, of course, is big from the Hadouken.
Oh, it is. Hadouken, aka Shockwave.
Like, not much, like, what Troll's not really going to do much, right? Like, you're not going to net and go for these kills against an IO. It just feels a little bit better to stay in lane.
Well, you'd have a Lesh Rack, to be fair, with that split earth, and, of course, having a setup stun of sorts is pretty impactful, so.
It is. Like, at higher levels, I think Troll is going to be really good when you start roaming around to, like, the 5 to the 7 minute mark.
Finds him right there, just Infernal Blades up the Disruptor, and that's it. Of course, 4-minute bounty rune spawning, but perhaps more importantly, it is nighttime now, and so Night Stalker, Pacha, he's level 3. He's going to pick up a couple of bounty runes, actually, in the Brawn. Well, Pacha's just actually going to fly away for now, so not looking to make a play just yet.
Yeah, he would have been dead 100% if he get the Reality Rift off there. So nice play, just flying over, stealing both bounty runes, and hey, it's like you just got a full creep wave, 200 gold.
Would you expect to see Pacha moving, though? I mean, for now, he is sitting in the lane. As I say that, they're actually going on him.
You just don't want to move. If you're the offlane Night Stalker, you want to wait till second nighttime when you do have the phase boots, possibly the Urn as well. You just don't do anything in the first nighttime as an offlane Night Stalker, really.
We'll see that here from Pasha. Io, he was TPing in just in case, but as we saw, wasn't necessary, so decides to cancel it. Stays at the middle lane currently, as we're approaching now 5 minutes in, so the Shrine's going to be accessible. We'll see if that comes into play. General glimpse back, he got the split earth off, but doesn't matter. Ramses will finish the job, and we saw them try to gank him earlier. It ended up turning, and now another kill. Ramses, he's quickly getting out of hand on that troll.
Yeah, you're going to be extremely scary. It's not like Dendi is winning middle either, so you're losing your safe lane as well as your middle lane. You're winning the CK lane for the most part, 28-10 against his 9-2, but he is getting those bounty runes, which is important in these lanes.
Oh yeah. That's all you can really ask for in this offlane Night Stalker, who isn't a 1 versus 2 lane, of course, as Leshek, or not Leshek, but Jakiro's been down there.
Yeah.
Supporting the CK.
Oh, Doom, look at he's a little confused where he wants to go too. He's like, I can't really do much bottom and middle lane. That's the problem with Doom. At level 1, sure you can run up and hit people, but at these lower levels or the past level 1, you can't really run up and hit someone. You'll just get Spirit Siphon and TP'd on. So it feels a little bit bad for the Doom right now.
Love this right here. Pasha, he's contesting this pull from LeBron, and he's getting most of the last hits from what I can tell.
Oh, he's getting like all of them, yeah.
That's plenty of farm going his way. He even hits level 5 in the process. Crystallize runs over, but again, Pasha's smart enough to realize it's not worth it. He even doesn't even go for the bounty rune. It's just not worth the possible death.
Yeah, we saw he would have gotten it, but like you said, he doesn't know if the CK's still running over there, so smart play not to. And look at this. Io, Disruptor, you're obviously going to get the kill if you somehow hold him down, because he's already half HP, and they're just going to run through. Hello.
Orbs, they start flying out. Kinetic field, the glimpse will bring him in, but Roger, the orbs, he has to resummon them. Tending over the turn kill on Io. He does fall. Roger taking the tower damage, but I believe it's going to be enough to get away unless LeBron Dota can do something about that. Liquid fire attaches, but still not enough damage, so he's fine. Ramsey's top lane, not so fine, though. In fact, General will finish him off with that lightning.
Nice play. Right when you see them initiate on middle, you know nobody else is going to be top, and you can just straight up run at him, and as long as you get that Infernal Blade, you're most likely going to hit the Split Earth, and you're in for an easy kill.
It's been interesting to me seeing these Leshreks here, and both support and even in the core role. The idea of Edict isn't really leveled up until later. We do see especially the Lightning Storm maxed out first.
You need the burst damage and to clear waves, right? The whole shoving waves thing, you don't really do that. Edict's good at pushing towers, but not I mean, creeps hitting the tower are just as good early game if you're shoving waves and getting all the creep kills.
Yeah. And we see that here from General, again in the offlane Leshrek. Lil on Doom, him and LeBron moving towards that middle lane with the smoke. Gonna see if they can wrap around on Death Prophet. No one's level 7. Not the most mana to work with right now. Not exactly, probably has at least 1 mango though, and guessing even a wand. He's throwing out the crisp, but he does not realize that they're coming to the flank. Pacha was going up for the kill on Lena, but Death Prophet's also in trouble. Roger tethers on up. Dendi will survive. Another turn is here for Navi. In fact, Laguna Blade used Crystallize, pulled in the Death Prophet with that Reality Rift and the stun on Roger. He has another tether up in 2 seconds. The Ice Bet does not connect. Can he get the Night Stalker? Yes, he can. Great positioning from Roger to actually stay alive right there, but they do lose their core in the end.
Yeah, they do. Lagoon is down though, so a little less pressure on middle, but still a good kill. 4-man rotation, but you save Dendi and you get him the kill, so he gets the gold, but
whoa, they're still going. Pasha is going to be found, actually. LeBron credit for the kill and simply going up there for the 8-minute bounty rune.
Yeah, and Kyle was talking about how VP has pretty much outwarded all their opponents. You see that ward on the upper hill. They just saw Pasha's just going to sit there with half HP, go for a rune. They're just going to kill him because they have that ward there, so nice job by Navi, and Ramses does get a kill on General. That's what this is feeling like. You see one lane, one team gets a kill, but they commit 3 people, so they know in the other lane there's less people, and they just commit over there.
That's a good point. Yeah, using information basically to make the most efficient play is what that comes down to. You saw right there, Lena destroying the double damage rune as Death Prophet was heading over to pick it up. So good heads up there from Dendi. Take that away. Ramses on that troll is having a great start. You look at the hero levels even at 12. I was going to ask, Battle Fury, pretty obvious here, and sure enough, has it queued up.
Yeah, we always see that. And he's always left alone for the most part. You know, he gets ganked a little bit, but once it comes in, Death probably makes a lot of space for him. You see already he's taking up this gank. Will he survive the question?
Gonna say, where's Isle with the Spirit Siphon? It's gonna be enough to survive for now. No one will actually live that overcharge, the double siphon, the tether. He manages to stay alive. That is ridiculous. Lil gonna be glimpsed back in. Solo traps him in with a kinetic field, and they will finish him off.
Look at that. 3 versus 1 gank. Gets 2 Spirit Siphons off before Io can TP in. Io comes in last second, saves him, and then Solo with the reactive play. I just love VP plays so well. Just
they do.
Reactively, too.
Again, their teamwork, one of the bigger reasons why they're arguably the top team right now. As I say that, though, General just simply runs at Ramsey's up there at the top lane and ends up being an easy kill for him. That Pulse Nova even leveled up now.
You heard Cap talk about it. You get a last strike and you just run at people. Once you hit level 6, he was level 7, he just runs at him, hits him with lightning twice, and it's an easy kill. What Control do to get away? The IO, like
he's relying on his teammates.
Yeah, exactly, and you see that because he knows the IO TP middle, can't TP top.
Yeah, very efficient play coming out on both sides. Goes without saying, Crystallize. He is working on the armlet, just about finished on that Chaos Knight. As you see at the bottom lane there, Night Stalker. He's hunting around. So that second nighttime, of course, the 12-minute mark is when that's going to kick in, and that's where you expect to see Pasha start making some plays.
So we saw him rotate middle once already. They didn't get the kill, but now you have some items. You're going to be able to destroy Dendi. You'll have a point in the silence as well now, so a lot easier to gank.
That Yules is being worked on, though, still a bit, and very likely not going to have it for at least the first couple of minutes of that nighttime. We'll keep an eye on that. Troll. And the Battle Fury progress. He has died a couple of times, so we still managed to be top farm. Bottom lane, though, Pasha pops the darkness, but he goes down right after General with the rotation. That Disco Pony doing work.
God, I love this. Is a very Dota 1-esque where you just get as many stuns as you can and you just take over this early and mid game. And what can you do? I mean, if you're perma-stunned, you actually can't do anything. And you see on VP's side, right, what stuns do they have? They actually have 0 stuns, or you have a Void for slow, and then you have a Troll Bash. Those are your best stuns, so they're just getting run at in the early game.
So, naturally, an item that's pretty good against stuns usually is that BKB. Is this something, of course, Troll as, actually, Io is going to be picked off here. What about Death Prophet, though? Does she go for that, or maybe the Aeon Disc instead?
Yeah, you're probably going to get both in this game. I think you still just go for the Yules, and it could be a second item BKB. We've seen it in the past.
LeBron throws down the nice path as he runs. He'll be fine. Trying to keep them away from running after them. Of course, they do get a deny off on Virtus Pro's side. Pasha's hunting. It's not nighttime yet, though. Still 15 more seconds, so I'm guessing Jakiro's fine. He's good.
Now you see the power of why a lot of people consider this Lesh first ban, first pick material. He just goes up top, has a little bit rough, like 2 minutes, but then once you get that level 3, even 4 Lightning Storm and Pulse Nova, you just run at people. And what can they do?
Seen it a couple times already. General knows that. he's making the best use of that. And here we go, though. Nighttime. The second one, as you're stressing, Pasha moving with the team currently towards that top lane. They're running a far distance here.
Yeah, they are.
All the way to the top lane, and will it pay off is the question. You do have Doom and Chaos Knight up here.
And this is the problem, right? Because middle lane was pushed into their tower, and nobody's defending it on VP. So you're like, well, where are they exactly? And they ran all the way from bottom to mid to halfway to top, and like, well, this is just a failed attempt.
No one's showing up.
And can we even kill the CK? He is so farmed right now.
Yeah, you could also think that they figure. Look at that vision, by the way, on the left side of the map from Virtus Pro. They have 3 wards over there, 2 in the jungle, 1 on that lane up at that spot. So
they see if anyone's between middle or top, they will know. But we'll see if they get the tower. Will Dendi be able to deny it? Oh,
running in, Pasha, silence, glimpse. No, I thought I saw for a second.
No, IO and DP actually TP down bottom and just got a free kill, but now it might be a pickle for the middle.
Yep, they know that, of course. General going down, but LeBron misses the ice path initially. They will kill the IO, however, as he comes flying back in. So, but they do kill the Leshrac. All they lose is the IO, so technically a favor there for Virtus Pro.
Yep, not too bad, but now you're going to lose a lot, and that's why I love this 5 position. You compare, like, Disruptor to Jakiro. Who's going to be able to push towers? You have a position 5 Jakiro who can just do that the whole time. He can go solo push towers if he wants, or push with the team. It just feels a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, it goes definitely a very, very effective hero for that. Nice deny from Death Prophet. We saw the bottom tower also deny by Virtus Pro, so taking away a little bit of farm from that of Navi.
That's a lot. That's a lot of team gold. It adds up, especially 2 of them.
Night Stalker, drums he's working on. Doom, the same thing. Also has a medallion, though, to work with here. Lil actually has a Centaur currently devoured on top of that. Io again is picked off back-to-back times. That Phantasm Army, no one though. The Siphon's up on Dendi. Going to be glimpsed back into the static storm, but he just simply TPs. They can't stop that. No one's melting to the Macropyre, as well as Crystallized Reality Rush pulling in those illusions. Solo's going to happen to try to TP out, and it looks like he will be fine himself, but he lost his Death Prophet teammate in the IO before that.
When in doubt, just stuns. You see that they're just perma-stunning enemies one by one, and the VP doesn't really know how to react to this. They're just kind of dying one by one as well.
Well, again, it goes back to the best way to react to that is simply BKB and even the Disc and Death Prophet's case, and that progress for Troll specifically, continuing to farm very well. The Battle Fury just about finished now as we look at some level 10 talents being picked up.
Yep, just almost all damage talents on everyone. No 12% match resist for DP this time, goes 50 damage. They're going to need that damage in the mid game. Because Troll does not come on. You don't get a Battle Fury and then all of a sudden start fighting. You need a Battle Fury plus 1 item, so DP has to be the real playmaker.
Ooh, Ramses, Dendy missed the LSA initially, it seemed like. And Ramses actually running back in, but Doom's there. He dooms him up. Roger coming in with a relocate though, with Pasha. On that Night Stalker, they're going for Dendy once again, but LeBron Dota helping him out. The breath coming out. You see the macro part put down, and Pasha has to respect that damage. He can outfly on top of it. So the relocate out with Ramses is what Io does, and Pasha just simply runs away. So nobody ends up dying in that exchange right there, at least.
Pretty good play by VP. They committed Doom and Laguna, and they don't even get 1 hero for it. But now they know all these cooldowns are down, so maybe they don't expect Navi to gank, and well, they're going to find one. Can they get him though?
Stuns are good, but when you're fast like that, they're not the easiest to land.
Yeah, but look at this Chaos Knight. Already has the Echo Saber and Armlet. He can, if he gets a crit, he can pretty much 2-shot the Disruptor or the IO. It's going to feel bad.
Yeah, we were talking about Troll's farm, but holy crap, Crystallize. He really is farming. Wow, nice job with the Curry right there, although it's still in trouble. One auto attack, they cannot find it.
Can't fight this.
Yeah, make it out.
Navi might be in trouble.
Darkness activated. Silence is up on CK. Doesn't have the Phantasm just yet. They're running him down. Static Storm coming out from solo on 3 different heroes with that kinetic field. They lose it to Kiro. Crystallize has to main fight. That's not going to work, especially with the heals of no one. And the Exorcism low goes down as well. A 3-for-0 for Virtus Pro. Double kill for the Death Prophet. And Dendy will just keep on running away, realizing it's a lost cause, or he's trying to run out lead. They're hunting him down. They didn't have vision initially, but now they find him. Dendy did not realize they were going to be this close. Was just simply farming. He's silenced up, and a couple of auto attacks will do him in. Pasha gets the kill. And oh, they could get more. General is able to take out Io, but at what cost for him now? The Exorcism still working around the Christmas on top, and General with that pulse, doing so much damage, but not enough. Pasha with a triple kill. And the beeps coming out from Io.
That is actually classic VP. You take a 4-man fight that's in your favor while Ramsey's just down there. He just picked up his Battle Fury and he's just farming. The fact you take those confident 4v5 team fights while he's farming is just insane. And look at that, already the mountain. Overcome 3,000 gold lead to 2,000 on one side of it. And now Ramses, he's just been farming the bottom triangle plus the Radiant jungle as well.
That's I think the craziest thing, right, is that Ramses really wasn't involved in pretty much all of that. So
he has an ulti, which is nice, of course.
Reality Rift, oh, he couldn't get it off the relocate in. Okay, don't know about that. Io gets picked up, Death Prophet now in trouble, and no one is very likely dead. Yeah, that was a miscue.
Yeah, it looked like Ramses actually had the juke. I think he was fine, but I think that he TP'd in. You saw the ulti from Crystallize. It was because he saw the IO TPing in already, so they just committed, and yeah, like you said, miscue from that. Whoever made that call right there.
But at the same time, again, if that Reality Rift actually connects and then they relocate in and try to, obviously different things can happen, but it simply didn't. We saw the juke happen, and by then it was just too late. So good capitalize from Navi and Crystallize specifically.
There it is with 5 just solo pushing tower. Now his friends are going to come in. Look at LeBron is level 10 and General is level 10. That is a very high level Jakiro who gets the EXP gain now. So he was already out leveling his off-lane Leshrac. He is only going to soar even higher. Love dance.
I love that time. The disco pony, man. LeBron, yeah, he's going to keep on pushing though a little bit more. Why not? Before they actually show that they're going to react. And here they come. Speaking of a reaction, Solo's ready with a glimpse. Will he use it on? Looks like he's going to glimpse away Jakiro at least. General's caught on that Leshrac, but that's a fast pony.
Yep, drums and windlace.
He's just going to dance away. So they finish Jakiro. Don't go too far, General. He does end up going down. Lena was coming over. It is actually enough, though, to take him out and not lose anyone in return. So Virtus Pro, 2 kills for them going their way. This game has a lot of swing in it.
Yeah, you do. It just, Navi keeps saying these little mistakes. They're staying in the enemy team's jungle a little too long when cooldowns and abilities are up, and then they try to run, but they just get picked off. And all the while, Ramses continues to farm. He's actually the top net worth now, and I'm interested to see, okay, I was going to see if he wanted to go for the, I knew he was getting the Yasha first, accelerates farm so quick, but do you want to go S and Y before BKB? But no, just Yasha into BKB, and that's when he can fight, so.
As you suggested, it's just too good this game. Every single hero has some kind of stun, and that BKB will no doubt be good. Middle tower, no one gets credit for that kill. He has a yields himself. Speaking of BKB, Chaos Knight also looking to go that Black King bar, so We'll have one on either side.
Yep, I think the big fight, it's going to be BKB picked up by Troll is going to mean they can do Roshan so easily, especially with those ghosts. I think that's going to be the next truly big fight, and I think we're just going to see no one try to make space. Just give Ramses that BKB. That's all he needs to do right now.
All the tier 1 towers, no, actually they haven't all been destroyed. The top one is actually still up on the side of Navi, so I was going to say, where does Virtus.pro really go? And the top tier 1 very likely could be that. You see a line drawn down the middle from Lil there, by the way, on Navi's side, so maybe suggesting where they want to farm on their side of the map. But Roshan, that's a free Roshan, isn't it?
It sure looks like it. They can't really do anything to stop it, especially with the ghost committed and those fervor stacks already. Look at that. Overpower plus 3 max fervor stacks on Troll. Attacks so fast.
Smoke comes out immediately. Poncho runs right into them. The silence up on Doom. Off the back, Chaos Knight realizes that may not be the best. That was a Death Prophet silence on multiple heroes.
Oh, nice.
Well, they retreated right there, so. But VP actually is going to run away.
Yeah, I like that. They go for one quick little kill. They know the ghosts are running out from DP. They're like, if we can get a kill, we can. They don't. They just all get back together. It was a nice play. Vlad's coming out from the Doom. Obviously, he just has armor problems. And versus VP, you just want the plus armor anyway.
Oh, nice silence though in response. However, the Split Earth connects. Laguna Blood, everything really going to be used on him. Night Stalker does go down. 400 gold going the way of Dendi actually, so very worth it for that kill. As you see there, Roger is going to manage to tether away. Yeah, Virtus.pro got a little spread out at that point, and Navi was able to find a pick as a result. Stalker.
3K, and this is the problem. This is just Ramses, right? He's 2,000 gold up on the enemy team carrying. You've been fighting with your team, and you're like, oh, I'm falling behind. But Ramses, they always do this. Just always pick 4 heroes who can fight while he's off farming, and then he gets his core items and comes with them. But I like this. Pushing the tower, they know generals in the trees. He's just... Dude, you used to be able to do this at level 1. I remember there was a guy in the NA pubs who would just do level 1. You'd kill a tower like 2 minutes in by using Edict multiple times, and people are like, wait, that's just terrible. Thank goodness.
Well, worked out pretty well right there with the assistance of the team. Lil's hunting for somebody. No one in the area as we see, but doesn't know exactly where he is, so we'll push out the creep wave. The tower is getting very low. Death Prophet would love to finish it off, however. I don't know if no one's going to actually get the chance, as Lil will push it out. And now he's going for the deny on top of that. So looks like it's going to be yet another deny this game. We've seen several of those from both sides, actually.
Which is good. Just a lot of team gold denied.
You mentioned that Vlad's, yeah, really not an item we see often, but again, in this event, we've seen a couple of these teams where heavies on the auras.
Yeah.
And of course, Vlad's is actually a pretty good aura to have. It's just not your usual one that we'll see picked up.
Yeah, it's especially good with CK and his illusions too for the damage.
Death Prophet, we have our answer there. BKB is also coming out on her, so it is just too good of an item to pass up. And again, I wouldn't be surprised to see even the eventual Neon Disc on top of that. Top lane, Crystallize. He's going to put the stun on Io, having to run as the Phantasm Army actually wants to get the kill on him, but Bash is supposed to relocate Gig. Yeah, where are the Bashes? Non-existent, it feels like. He's going to be out of his way, but no, the Static Storm comes out, and that is going to be the kill on him. Destructor did go down, of course, as well, but very worth it for the cause. Lil TPing out. He don't know he will not get out. The yields will stop him. Split Earth, meanwhile, stun on. Actually, Ramses going down. The Aegis will be popped. Silence currently active on doing the backlines. Doom falls. Lil, not much you can do about that. He's staying dead as well, but with the resurrection of Ramses, 3 versus 4. You do not want to fight this up your Navi, but you don't have a choice if you're Jakiro, as he simply gets stunned and locked in place. Triple kill for no one. A nice transition into that tier 2 tower.
Yep, and I see the problem with drafting all these stuns, right? You dominate the lane phase. We saw him, right? Navi was up like 10 kills. Now they're down 2 kills, multiple items, and this troll is pretty much unkillable now with the IO on his side. And that's always the problem. You love getting these stuns and you love getting these kills. Oh, sorry.
That's a little funky.
Chill up there.
Chiller for now. He has a tether in 4 seconds, so laughing beeps. I love this hero.
Gets owned. I don't know. He's level 18 now, level 3 ulti. They can pretty much, I mean, they control Roche, right? Navi can't take Roche quick at all. Meanwhile, VP can take it in less than 5 seconds, so they could just wait for that to come up, or that you just look for a pickoff and do a tier 2 again.
Yul's finished by Troll. Again, overall though, or not Troll, Leshrac.
This guy's losing it.
Yep. Move speed, yo. No, on Leshrac, and but you do look at the net worth of Leshrac, it really isn't that good this game. Only 6,200, he's down there in the middle of the pack. He's got the drums, so he's another charge right there, by the way, but he's not going to find anyone with it. It's not been the most successfully farmed Leshrac, though, is the point, despite technically being a core.
Yeah, and he did great in the top lane, right? Like, he got the 2 kills, but then you saw Ramses just left the lane at like 5 minutes in. He just went and farmed by his bottom shrine, because he knew he couldn't lane up against this, but General never really rotated and followed him around. It was just the map movement on VP just a little bit better.
Io?
Glimmer Cape as well as the Urn.
Glimmer Cape's great against this team. That's almost, I would say, necessary item to have, really. On a hero like Io especially, so makes a lot of sense there from Roger on that Io. What is this? Ramses. Talk about a good kill. Doom's up. Split Earth. I mean, he's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 70 seconds. No buyback. Crystallized Cell, the other core on the other side. He's going to pop Phantasm, however, going for a turn. That was relocated. And now he's looking for the Night Stalker instead. Going to try to beat him down. If he gets that kill, reality Earth pulling. Great job by Solo, though. With that Ghost Scepter, staying alive for now. No one. Meanwhile, just has a suck up with the Siphon. Crystallized can't do much about the Static Storm Kinetic Field. As the BKB wears off and he ends up falling. He did take one person with him, though, unlike the Troll.
Yeah, it gets that crit on the last hit to pick him off, but Ramses goes down the jungle, like, all right, that was just a free pickup, but then Crystallized farming by himself for the tier 2. That was a little ambitious there.
Yeah, especially as soon as I saw what happened, maybe think about falling back, but hindsight thing to say, of course. Lina, interesting. Axe is coming out. Now, when we talk about the BKBs, though, happening, I guess it does make sense, doesn't it?
Yep, it does. You have the burst damage still through the BKBs. Hopefully you can bring down that Death Prophet, but it's going to be tough. I just don't think you can kill the Troll, even when he's overpowered. Like, the Laguna still won't do, like, crazy amounts.
Yeah.
It's going to be all about this Wisp, and I'm sure Roger is one of the most capable.
He is farming the jungle sorts with no one right here. No one. That BKB is coming off cooldown. 2,100 gold saved up towards that Aeon Disc that she does have queued up. And to be fair, Death Prophet, don't think he's necessarily been that susceptible in these fights that have been happening. Of course, the Aeon Disc will just make it. And Kyle was kind of getting at that, especially now with that coming. You just don't even pay attention to that. You kind of just have to do your best to kill everyone around her. And then naturally, of course, should have killed her last, perhaps. But because it's just at a point once she finishes that item, especially with the BKB and an IO teammate, you just can't focus her.
Exactly, but you still have to commit to at least popping it early in the fight and then changing to other people, which can be tough, especially with that Yule's up.
And yeah, so it's like, what, are you going to Laguna Blade her off the bat just about? No. You don't want to do that, of course. So Solo counter warding. Meanwhile, using that kinetic field for vision. And they're going to push bottom lane as Virtus Pro. Of course, they do have the Battle Trance and Troll if they want it.
Some free damage on the tower. All right.
Or is it? Disruptor, he's got a glimpse. Nope, well, that worked too. The great split Earth on them. Now, the Static Storm Kinetic Field, however, is going to Yule, survive a little bit longer. Not enough, though. So, it's initially a great split Earth, but didn't matter in the long run.
Yeah, and Doom just got his Doom back up, or else they might have been able to go in there. They're going to.
Death Prophet doesn't have that Aeon just yet, I believe, but the Ice Path Macropyre misses. They needed that to land to make a play. Disruptor's also going to be fine. Yeah, without that hitting, there's no chance for Navi. In fact, now they're on the run, and LeBron Dota adding insult to injury. He could be in trouble himself. Podge on top of him, Lil. They want to find some Crystallized because of the Phantasm, so maybe beating too much. They think they're going to go Night Stalker. Ramsey's getting low. The BKB's not saving him with that physical damage up. No, couldn't get a range of it. And now he goes back in, though, as the BKB is wearing off himself. But the back Podge out there and Crystallized. The guy there pulling at the last second. Not enough damage, though. Down goes Doom on top of that. And Dendy clips back through. The LSA going to completely whip. And she goes down. The Ultra kill for no one. I mean, that was a close call on Ramses, but they reset and they win the fight.
Yep, and there it is. That was just all Roger right there with the positioning. Like you said, the Reality Rift almost got onto the Wisp. That could have turned it around, but nope. Can't get it, and it looked like a good turnaround right there. They get Pasha, and then unfortunately, the Roger's just dancing on you. And it was a BKB versus BKB, CK versus Troll with Battle Fear. You know who's gonna win that. Troll's gonna win that every time.
And that tower easily killed off there. The core's gonna go for more.
And you don't want to buy back, like,
so
you have to though. Yeah,
17 seconds, 23 seconds. Yeah, you're at that spot. It's like, I don't want to buy back, but you're going to lose your racks if you don't, it feels like. Well, tier 3, okay, well, tier 3 is actually going to lift. Oh, I missed, so no. I just didn't.
I think it's fine. They would have got it anyways. Just deny the team gold. I know Shrines are quote-unquote, they're able to get killed now, but it would have happened in the next 20 seconds anyways, so.
All right, so.
Just deny the gold.
They don't buy back. That's a good thing, at least other than LeBron did. I mean, that's whatever.
And LeBron, it feels like he's trying to do too much, right? You saw that Ice Path middle, but he didn't hit anyone, right? You just sometimes just don't go for it. Just hit the one hero, set up the fight.
That's right. You got to think how much different that fight is, right? Because that was on Death Prophet, and you probably kill her, and then who knows what would happen. But yeah, shrug it off like you said. It happened. Move on.
I saw the Lincolns on troll right there.
Gonna bring out.
Obviously, you have a BKB, right? The only thing that's going to be able to go through that is the Laguna Blade, so it's the only thing you can block while, or Doom or Laguna, and you're blocking one of those if you're BKB. Feels good.
I don't think Doom's looking to Doom the troll, really, so.
Probably not, but sometimes you just freak out and you Doom troll anyways.
It could happen. Bottom push, lean up. Speaking of that axe, actually, it doesn't have it yet. It's getting very close. So Night Stalker leading the way here, working on a Crimson Guard as he has the Vanguard finished. They're looking for somebody. May just go in for Lena if she goes a little too far out. Doesn't seem like that's the case, though, but as we see, Virtus Pro is so close to finding a jump. Okay, Lena just bought the axe. That means she doesn't have a buyback, though. Keep that in mind here.
They just, I don't know what you do. You have to just stay in your base, really, and then you're just going to give a free Aegis when it's back. Ramses has just killed your shrine anyways. VP's just in complete control. I don't know where, like, Navi goes from here. It's so hard. You can't really farm your jungle either. You see the counter wards from Dire bottom. Just completely cleared up the jungle of Radiant wards.
Yeah, Solo has definitely been considered one of the better, not only 5 support players in general across the world, but one of the bigger reasons for that, of course, the vision game that he gives his team, and continuing to do an impressive job here. Lena's also that, level 20 is a huge power spike for her, and currently only level 18, so still needs a couple levels before that Fiery Soul kicks in. A little bit more.
And you see this vision game, right? The IO grants Scepter on the Night Stalker, so they have the vision completely around him. Done a good job already, though.
Back to the top lane. Outcoming that Fortune's End will put the root effect on General at least, but Solo having to keep away from Lil. Lil, of course, using the crush a couple of times already. But lane's going to be pushed in.
Yep, nice to know that range creep, though. And you already see, level 2 versus level 1. Obviously, they're going to catch up, but I think bottom lane, then, you have the Slark plus Venge going up against Night Stalker Axe, 2 very tanky heroes as well. And Crystallize, that's going to be a tough lane. Last time we saw Slark, a little bit easier versus some ranged heroes, and now you're versus an Axe. Good luck trying to get last hits. At level 2, he could just call you. Obviously, doesn't have call plus spin.
No.
Because he got Battle Hunger, but look at this.
I was going to say, he was being very patient with that pounce. It got to a point where he eventually had to use it, of course, as Roger was looking to run him down. But using it there, having to worry about regen, and well, he actually popped his health, so he's back to full and good to go. But yeah, Axe feeling like he's having a pretty good time, and goes back to the last game. In the case of General for Navi, played a great Axe. We saw Mind Control play a great Axe for Liquid. Axe has definitely proven to be a better and better hero, especially after today. We'll see what Pasha.
Get the guaranteed lockdown, right? You could also, if you somehow get on top of that Slark with the Blade Mill, could be the same thing like a troll. Just kills himself so quickly.
Top lane, you see Lil running in there, putting more pressure on Oracle, but Terrorblade, he's not getting pressured, man. He's 15-5 against an 8-0 Brewmaster. I mean, we saw earlier they were kind of running at him trying, but he doesn't really care.
Well, no, that's why I was a little bit confused. When he ended up Crystallize in trouble. Looks like he will be fine, though. I was just surprised he got clapped first, right? That's the thing. You can't really pressure the Terrorblade, but you can always throw your beer on him if you want, make him miss. He can't last hit as well, but by getting clapped early, look at this. He's 18-5. He might be perfect CS right now, or at least perfect last hits.
Near perfect, if not there. And you look at Pasha, meanwhile, he's cutting the creep wave. What the hell do you do against this? And this is not the good. I mean, LeBron's in trouble. The not going up, and they're going to run after him with that Battle Hunger. Roger sitting on top. Couple more auto attacks. Roger gets the first blood, actually. I go back to Grant. What the hell do you do? By the way, Brewmaster died top lane.
Oh, no. Is this another game 3 where we see a 20-0 game? I hope not. It's already a 2K lead, though. This is a 2K lead at 3 minutes. This is shades of some Liquid Fly to the Moon right now, including the Zeus, right? Last pick Zeus in both games, and, well, we're going to see. He is not doing too hot middle. 14-0 versus 19-6. Obviously, base damage. Zeus can't really do anything. He's just with that spam, and they killed the Panda top, and Solo wasn't even that low. The Terrorblade uses meta. This is already looking scary.
Do they just feel like Slaughter really can't do anything bottom? Is that why he's not there? Because, again, he's not really doing anything top, so
it's true, right?
It feels awkward.
Yeah, he runs bottom. What does he do? He gets a stun off. You don't want to right-click the axe, obviously, especially when he's chasing people down. And now Roger is going to harass Dendy, make Lil as well come here. So quick rotations by both teams. Oh, man. You got the Arcane Rune, though. Going to be a little bit easier to get some last hits, spam out some mana, but Pasha will continue to just cut this.
And so I go back to earlier, you know, what do you do? It's seeming like it's come to the conclusion, you really kind of just have to accept it.
And that's why you see the problem, right, with Venge support. She doesn't do anything in lane, truly, except maybe in a tri lane, you get that wave of Terraduce and stuff, but in these dual lanes, like, you don't do anything versus these two heroes.
Terrorblade, he is getting low right here. Fortune's in on him. Get that purge up just in case, but not necessary. Lil running after him. Meanwhile, middle lane, no one. They're duking it out. Dendy dealing plenty of that magic damage, but the Siphon is going to outlast it, and now Dendy, he's the one in trouble. LeBron going down, by the way, at the bottom lane while that took place. The Crips aren't going to miss right there. At the top lane, Lil still trying to find Ramses. The Shrine is going to pop 5 minutes in. They pop it themselves, and now Lil, he just has to walk away. Well played by VP there.
Yeah, it was a nice play. Solo just popping it for his friend. But middle lane, it looked like no one actually misclicked a little bit there because he got stuck on the creep, right-clicking the creep instead of right-clicking forward. So he just stopped and attacked the creep once and missed the kill. But still, that was a good play. The Arcane Rune up by Dendy, and he still didn't have enough mana. That's how much it takes to take down that Spirit Siphon girl.
Yeah, he tried. He really did try all that upfront damage, but again, just not enough. And if you're not going to get the upfront, then, as we know many a times with the Death Prophet, they will outlast you and turn you potentially. Ward going down in that middle. Roger placing it. He's on level 2 still, so not the scariest just yet, but almost level 3 as I say that. 1 or 2 more creep kills.
It will be nice once Dendy does get level 6. Obviously, you can pressure a little bit more on the map, like up top. If you get Terrorblade low again, you just have an extra person there, but uh-oh, Dendy needs some rotations.
Exorcism is ready. Is he going to commit that? Doesn't look like it. A little too scary, especially with Lil porting in, although Lil didn't have mana to work with. Granted, he might have a Mango, so possibly use that. But back to top lane general. Again, he's getting some decent CS. Oh, you see the top rune here. Actually, Denny going for it. It's picked up, though, by Lil as they were running on VP's side. Now Denny going to try to get himself denied. That's not going to work. Those Oracle even rotates over. At least Lil may survive, but they wanted Zeus to live.
Yeah, I think that Purge took off Invis right there. He put it onto the Zeus and it hit on the Slardar too, yeah. So gets out, but he does live, but now it's 0-4 VP. Looking pretty damn good right now. The second Metamorphosis is going to get used here, and they're going to the tower. General's dead.
Why wouldn't they? General really doesn't have a play here other than just hope. And it's not going to be enough, and now it's a desperate prayer. So
this is crazy. It really is like a rewind to the Liquid FTM game. You have the last pick Zeus as well as an Axe on the other side of things, and they're just taking over the game.
Axe Battle Hunger's applied. Again, he just used Dark Pack, so. And there you go. It's going to reset, though, and we'll be able to take it off eventually. But yeah, Pasha, he's already got the early Vanguard. Expect the Blink coming up after that shortly. Middle lane. What's going on here? Fate's Edict applied. Okay, Thundergod's Wrath will snipe out Solo, so the first kill finally coming out for Navi at least. Got to be somewhat positive.
Yeah, they do get it. Obviously, you lose a little bit of your global presence now, but you don't really have that much kill potential in any lane anyways, except that middle, because everyone's just playing super aggressive middle. For some reason, you just see random heroes running through with like 50% HP.
And this is a lineup that's built around the idea, as usually a Slark lineup would be, as you hold that thought, because no one middle lane. Trying to run this whole time. Lil, a little bit faster, catching up. Crush, not using it just yet. He's just out of range. Has another sprint in 1 second. Not going to go for it, though. Sees support cup, in fact, Night Stalker throwing out the void. The Crypt Swerve. Now Lil has to use sprint to try to get away here, which it looks like he may do it, at least initially.
No, yep. Oh, the bait in on Roger.
And Roger just runs away. So, go back to the point, though. It worked out last game for Navi. I mean, we saw the Shadow Blade picked up by Crystallize. He ended up really snowballing from that, got the hero kills that they were hoping for, and Navi victorious in the end. This game, it goes back to, it seems like it's going to be much more difficult to accomplish that.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, like you said, Navi is winning. They've won both early games, I want to say, in these games, and not this one. But now Ramses, he has no one.
The lift. Is it going to be enough? Ramses going down. He did have a center, by the way, but obviously couldn't really use it.
Yeah, no one to use it on. That was such a good play.
He is dead. Yeah, great primal split, and he might get 2 out of this. Will General solo, healing up just enough for now. Another Rock Boulder hits, running in. There's the Thunder God's Wrath to finish the job. That was early. Old General, though, very well played on his part. The lift on Oracle, that was the only chance that Terrorblade had to live there.
Yep, no Sunder target, and General keeping him in right there. Nicely done. I'm curious. I wonder... I know Kyle said he doesn't like Blink First, but I think Blink First on a hero like Panda is extremely good. We might see the Helm of the Dominator, which I never will disagree with on any hero. Helm of the Dominator is still amazing. Yeah. He goes treads though, so he's going more tanky build.
Ooh.
Middle.
Yeah, no one. He overstepped a bit, and I don't think he's living through... it's a Death Prophet. I should never doubt that. There goes another Blast Lightning. It's enough. Ooh. Okay.
That was like the last hit too, though. Almost lived through it, but there you go. So a 5-0 lead for VP, cut down to 5-4 right now. The only lane you still just see Pasha. He's cutting waves right now, going for that blink next, and still a 2K lead though, but Dendy just dies to the solo level 4 Oracle there, so that's not what you want to see happen right there, because you just catch back up into this game, and now you almost give a level 6 to Oracle. That's the biggest thing. It's not even the gold you get, it's the experience this early in the game.
Well, that kind of goes back to Oracle in a sense that hero really can do it all, including some decent burst damage. That nuke of Oracle, Purifying Flames, yeah, it's on a very short cooldown.
And the cast, yeah, it's insane. Roger can try to steal the rune, won't get it. Now he's gonna get right clicked. One or two crits there. It's just getting right clicked.
He's not really getting them. Just gonna apply the haze and walk it off. The Night Stalker, he lives. Of course, it is daytime. Another couple of minutes before that second nighttime. We'll be kicking it in. Shadowblade progress on Slark. It's still got a bit of time. Bring it back to the finish as well as Power Treads though first. So how's that going for him? Oracle, you see, is leveling up that Purifying Flames. Oh, Fortune's End, but a little too far.
Nice use. Instantly turns around right there. And they are playing a lot around middle. They know they want to punish Dendy, so you're seeing LeBron as well as Little just sit around there making sure he is safe. Because Crystallize isn't really getting pressured, but they don't need to pressure him. Pasha's just cutting the creep wave, making him last hit under the tower, make him stay low, so you never know. Someone could just show up and kill him.
Blink on Axe is almost finished. He's getting there. Ramses, he's just going to jungle for now. Slaughter in the area gets a very offensive ward down. So some great vision for Navi to kind of see where Terrorblade's at and where they should be moving accordingly. Right now, middle lane, speaking of moving, Oracle and Night Stalker, they get a great ward down themselves. LeBron, he's looking to TP out.
I think they saw that, though. They saw the TP, so they know to be careful bottom.
Oh, Dendy, he knows somebody's here. Throws out that lightning bolt.
Yeah, but now, obviously, Slark doesn't, talking about Slark does hit level 6, so last hit in the tower is not bad, right? You clear the creeps, you go hide in the trees, you get your HP back. Doesn't feel as bad as it was before.
Terrorblade, he's like, all right, you want to crush me? Obviously, Lil's not looking for a kill, really. He's just being here to harass and be annoying. Yep. And he's accomplishing that. He's definitely doing that, so.
No, this work because Ramses has to go to the jungle, but because of that, Panda just takes the top tower right away. TP's bottom.
Yeah, Primal Split going to be activated, going for the kill on Oracle. False Promise is ready. Yeah, just Fate's Edict and will walk away. Again, didn't maybe want to use a False Promise on himself. And
can he get the toss on anyone?
Chance he would have had.
No.
It's not going to happen.
You stop them from pushing your tier 1, you get their tier 1, you get the kill, and steal the runes. Lil gets both of them.
Yeah, Navi's slowly making their way back in. It's like just when we're talking about this is getting out of hand, and a team that's with the makeup and everything, as Ramses goes down. Dendy nukes him down. Lil there with a crush as well, and I think it's safe to say Navi's really found their groove now.
There you go. They are back. Doesn't look as bad. They're not just snowballing out of control on VP, and I think it's all the General just gets that big play top, and now he secures that tier 1. They can just make movements anywhere they want on the map.
You're right. You think back at the General play with the Primal Split and what he did up there is definitely what kind of set things in tempo now for Navi. But as we suggest that, VP, they still have an exorcism in the hands of Death Prophet as they push this bottom tower. And there's no chance for Navi to defend this one, so they will catch up at least.
Yeah, the only problem here is that Ramses, right, we've been used to seeing him at the top the whole time. He's only in third, almost in fourth. He's just forced to only do 3 jungle camps now because you saw he got harassed out of top lane. And then he got harassed out of his own jungle as well by Lil, which was a great play. And now he's just forced into that shrine triangle of farm.
Crystallize that Shadow Blade, getting much closer now. There's that blink on Brewmaster. Purchased fairly early on after the power treads.
I like this. I think
back top.
Yeah, I know Kyle's timeout, but on this hero, you just blink in, get your ulti off. It creates chaos.
It's really good on him. And Axe is, of course, another hero that also loves that blink, and sure enough, Axe has his too. So blink timing on either side. coming fairly efficiently. Night Stalker, he's up here. Of course, it is nighttime. Looking for a chance, especially with that axe. But I don't think they're going to find it. The Crystallize is doing a great job of using that ward specifically. That ward that Lil got down earlier is definitely doing a lot of work right now.
Yep, you might see VP possibly counter, think something's up, but once Crystallize gets that Shadow Blade, you're going to see so much movement. I think him and Panda just team up together, and they just start running around the map, killing anyone they can find, which should be pretty easy. And then you give space for Dendi early, obviously the global presence, and Farm Zeus is nothing to snob at, especially mid-game.
Yeah, no, by all means, the magic damage that he can do is, and I go back to this lineup as stressed from the beginning, it is a great hero to have in that sense. Now susceptible to dying, as well as that Fate Seed, it could be a problem, but so far it seems like it's worked out pretty well. Now as you say that, Dendi is in trouble bottom.
No tower.
No tower. He does have a little support coming in. Vengeful, I was going to say does he have a swap, it looks like he does. Purifying Flames connect. Dendi trying to get as much damage out as possible, but as silence happens, and now Vengeful Spirit's also going to get caught because of the save attempt. That's a double dunk for Pasha.
Nice, they get the rotation on bottom. The only problem is Ramses is still stuck on that shrine, can't farm top. As long as Brewmaster is up there and crystallizes off the map, which he is in this jungle, the Terrorblade can't farm anywhere except those 3 camps.
Middle lane Lil running away, sees no one running after him, so actually pulling the creep wave even. As Crystallize, guess what? He's got the Shadow Blade just like last game. He's hunting, he'll find Ramses. He's solo.
You have the ulti from Zeus possibly.
Oh my gosh, there is an ulti. Sun just his illusion. What a heads up from Ramses. He's still alive for now, but it doesn't matter. He still goes down. That's how much damage Crystallize can do. And now he's running after Pasha. Turning his attention elsewhere, just trying to get out now, but that Crystallize with a Shadow Blade, obviously Thunder God's Wrath. A great heads up play from Ramses, but it still didn't matter.
Yep, that's what you do. You get the Shadow Blade and you just start ganking. That's all you have to do. While Brewmaster, I thought he was going to go with him, but he's fine just pushing top. No one's answering him.
I still can't get over the fact that Slaughter has been not only picked up this event, but a very successful hero, honestly.
Yeah, it has been.
After all I've been hearing about him as of late, and again, we just haven't been seeing him. And now all of a sudden he's kind of a top tier core, it feels like. Anyways, top lane General. Darkness has popped, but there's that Primal Split, and they deny the tower, but that's a Tier 2 tower already going down at 16 minutes in, and we're not even done just yet. General, he's keeping the Earth Bruling away, at least trying to. Of course, that's the one he respawns on. Virtus Pro very aware of that. They're running after. I don't think he's getting out of this unless he can blink immediately and TP, which he cannot do in the end because the Void catches him. Nighttime indeed, and that will successfully get a pretty big kill in General. So,
yeah, but still, Tier 2 tower. Yeah, Tier 2 tower goes down, especially against a Terrorblade. Now he's never going to feel safe in that jungle. No matter how many wards they have, Crystallize can always just sneak past those wards with the Shadow Blade and Zeus backing him up. This is really good play by Navi right now.
Navi taking the net worth lead for really the first time this game, as you see by the graph there. It was almost at 3,500 or so in favor of Virtus Pro at a good 7-8 minutes into this game, and that's a pretty ridiculous lead, honestly. So
now the Yule's up on Zeus, so you can survive. A couple of these ganks throw yourself in the air. Hope you get some support coming from TPs, and they're going to take this tower, so VP very structure-based here.
No one, though, going for the tower kill. False Promise looking to live for now. Beatsidic, there's the heals. He's trying to do as much damage in return. I'm guessing he is going to live, especially with the Siphon, and Crystallize having to respect that, backs off. So yeah, he's back to full life. We do see the synergy there. False Promise, a pretty good ability as they get the tower.
Sure is. Ow, go back in,
He gets heal stop, though. That was just picked up by Dendi, I believe. He's going out that blast lightning General. In the front lines, going for the kill on a solo. Currently facing it on himself, not enough to keep him alive, though. And they lose a Night Stalker. They're also going to lose Axe. That is 3 dead on the side of Virtus Pro. The rest will escape. But Navi, it seemed like that we were just going to see a reset, a fallback, and not much more. But Pasha decided otherwise. He wanted to go in.
Yeah, and it looked like actually that was one of the few miscommunication was like as he blinked in, but everyone else was already starting to run away, and now, oh my goodness, we forget they got the 2 ores, right? These were their 2 first picks, the Roshan picks, quote unquote, because now they can take this so quickly, even without the best Roche heroes.
I mean,
cores without the best Roche cores.
I was going to say,
two supports are great.
Damage they have great, but so maybe it does make up for the lack of that the heavy core.
It's like when you have like a Slark or Peel, you're like, well, we're not going to take an early Roche, but you throw Venge plus Slardar in there, you're in a good time. And now Zeus is when he 25% EXP gain feels good.
He's level 13 already, 18.5 minutes. He's up there with his teammate Slark. Now Ramses has found space. He's level 13 as well. And continues to farm those camps in the jungle, as you were stressing earlier. That's really all he's got right now. And even that, he got killed earlier by the Slark, so still having to be careful.
Yeah, but still, that Axe getting that blade mill up, that's gonna be a big one. You know, you just jump on Slark or Zeus, they're just gonna hit each other, and then you lock them down for the TB meta. Ooh, they're smoked up.
Blade.
Ramsey's so smart, gets back. Will he get found, though?
Mm-hmm. They see him. They have a ward down. Can they catch him is the other question. Is he going to farm here? Yes, he is. So he's going to get caught. And I'm guessing killed. This time. Oh, no, that was awkward. Yeah, Crystallize couldn't get in there. Okay, he still gets the kills. A little, very awkward, though. He popped a Shadow Dance now. Pasha's here by himself. They lose Oracle elsewhere, by the way. And now Lil, that's going to be a quick swap. And meanwhile, Nightstalker gets picked off by Slaughter. Or Slark, excuse me. He's doing so much. And it, well, wasn't the prettiest, but they get 3 kills, including the Terrorblade. So Navi, they'll take it.
Yeah, Lil's just moving around the map. Just like last game they were talking about, he has just been everywhere they need him to be. And there he is. He gets that perfect blink stun onto the Terrorblade. And even though he accidentally blocks his teammate out, they get the kill.
How about this choice, by the way? Yule's already getting plenty of regen and saving and everything for Zeus, but he's going Axe.
Yeah, I think you do. That's pretty much a double ulti, right? And if Slardar finds, or pardon me, Slark finds anyone, you just cast your ulti, throw the Nimbus down. If no one else is around, it's a double ult.
Okay. And again, like I said, I was having a conversation earlier about that, but so maybe not usually as this early, but you make a great point for it. Right there, no doubt.
Especially the magic damage against TB, right? Oh, high armor, Zeus does not care. And look at this, if he had it right now, this would be a free kill.
This Slark finds another opportunity, but Ramses is not going to overextend this time. It's those spider senses tingling. They know something's up. The sentry's put down. Lil's in the area. They're going to jump Lil first. Purifying Flames, or Fortunes, and everything we need. You get the point. They get the kill on him, and that's information, though, for Crystallize.
This is looking a little bit bad for VP, but of course you have Terrorblade, who's only 1,000 behind the Slark. And how many times have we seen a losing team who has Terrorblade? You just win one fight, you win the game kind of thing. Obviously, we're still 20, 30 minutes away from that kind of thing. And look at this, Crystallize might find Roger.
Yeah.
Just gonna get out instead.
Yeah, it's not worth sticking around, like you said. They see the support coming in, that earn from LeBron. He's going to be run down, though, but now, General jumped in. He got stopped, though, with the yields immediately. He still has a promise, but great silence, though, as mentioned. Now, Crystallize also in trouble off the Shadow Dance. He's going to pick up another yield. Looks like Axe is going to get killed, and now Death Prophet's in trouble. No save for him. Death Prophet goes out. Terrorblade gets too late with the metaform, but Navi runs over Virtus Pro. Crystallize backing off initially. General getting in there. The silence was great, but it still didn't matter.
Yep, all because Panda got that split, and that's why you get those treads. He has the Vlads as well, and that just feels so good. That's a 5-for-1, and just the item choice of Brewmaster. If he went Brown Boots Blink, like none of this would have been possible. The fact he went Treads before then, I know Kyle talks about the naked Blink. Good thing he didn't get it, and they're just pushing the base.
They're already going tier 3.
They got the auras, they got the Vlads, they got the Venge.
Ooh, Sutter going pretty deep there, but just simply say hello to Roger and then back off. Again, kill the tower and back. I'm sure it's going to be the play here. As resurrections are happening, Crystallize, he is low. Doesn't have Shadow Dance, and he does have an Aegis, and it will be used here. Now, can he get out? Shadow Dance is coming off cooldown. They do not have a split, though, and that's pretty important. There's the immediate Yules. Off the Dark Pack, going on to no one. No one's dropping fast. No one's dead. 48 seconds on buyback. What's going on, Navi? Looking to go cutthroat against Virtus Pro right here. Roger's going to be leashed up, and he'll fall as well. That's 2 dead.
That was such a good play by Lil. He gets 2 of them stunned on the backside while they're killing that no one up there in the DP, and they're just going to possibly go for X. They don't have the best building takers, but luckily, like we said, the Venge with the aura as well as the Vlads gives Crystallize enough damage, possibly.
No Death Prophet, no Nightstalker. Death Prophet even still down for 20 more seconds. So again, lack of siege is hurting Navi a little bit right here, but they're eventually going to get the melee Rex. And again, I said before last time, they're going to back off, I'm sure, but Virtus Pro kind of engaged, and that's what caused all of that. But no, they just smoke out for now.
That's funny, too. They get the tier 2 bottom, just creeps. That's all the pressure they're putting on middle. The creeps just take down the tier 2 bottom as well, and
take fallback.
Set up here. What are you going to do right now? You don't even have the ghosts up on no one. That's like your big team fight.
And that's a Silver Edge, by the way, already finished on Slark.
Yep, obviously getting it on axe good, but see you later. That's
wow.
no buyback. I don't really. You can possibly go bottom because your creeps are still pushed. Ramses is trying to push him out right now. No, they call good game. It's over.
Navi takes out Virtus Pro. We're sitting here thinking the early 3,000 lead for Virtus Pro with their lineup. That it's going to be. They
don't know what that means.
And roll it over, but Navi, what a statement from them. And you know, we talked about this series as far as going into it. Again, understand, especially in the CIS region, a lot of hype. There's the storylines here, the whole Lil situation. I gotta say, I'm trying to think of like other quote-unquote rivalries in the Dota scene right now.
Yep.
This, if not being the only true one, is definitely at the top of the list.
Oh, yeah.
It's something about this series when these two teams play.
It just feels good. And that, like,
it feels good.
Yeah, it just almost guarantees Navi to the playoffs, first of all, because some people are like, oh, they might not even make it. Now they might be head of the group right there. But, man, General, I honestly, I loved him last game. This game as well, that one play top where he 2v1'd him, gets the kill. Ramses goes down. And what can you do? Look at him. They're happy. You should be.
Of course.
It's just, it felt weird. They played faster all 3 games, it felt like. Even the game they lost in the